Hello and welcome to Coins. Well, Saturday I think it was, I went to Southport. So, as always, when I'm at Southport, obviously with the arcade and that, I obviously look through the 10p's and the 2p's that I go through in the arcade, because I go on the 2p machines and some horse riding thing with the 10p's. So, I as a coin collector, I have a look through them all. Well, pretty much. And yeah, so I did find quite a lot, to be honest, and probably one of my favourite coins of my entire collection. So, you know what it means? Let's put the stand out just to get some pressure off me. Let's make these all face up. Right, if I remember, I will make sure to put the Mintage figures down below. I have not, at the moment, this is my first coin from Guernsey, by the way, that I'm about to show you. At the moment, I have a rough idea about the Jersey coin that I've got. The Mintage figures are for that. But no clue on the Guernsey, I'll figure it out while I'm editing. But I've got a Guernsey 2p. It's got like a cute little cow on from 2006. It's wonderful. Then, as I said, we've got a 2008. And if you recognise the obverse from other Jersey coins, then you'll know that it'll be from Jersey. Jersey 2p. And this is just a bit of an oddity. Yeah. Get it out of circulation that way as well. Next up, we have got 3 absolutely pristine condition 2p's. None of them are 2021s though, they actually saw him. Got a 2010, absolutely spanking. Got a 2011, again, an absolute beauty. Meanwhile, this one is the most recent, but it's just beautiful, from 2016. Don't think this this camera gives them quite as much credit as they deserve. So yeah, let's put them next to the oddity in pretty bad condition. Right, 10p's now. Right, I've got an absolute banger in this one. But first of all, let's go for the one that isn't too great, but it's just for pretty much date run purposes for my collection. I don't have them in all books and that because I only have a 50p and a £2 one. Hopefully it will be returned to Hunt after Christmas, so get some of them. I found this 2020 just for date run purposes. This is the first one I've seen, funnily enough, somehow. I've got obviously the Brexit 50p, but I stopped hunting before the diversity came out, so I've got 2020 50p. I found them at 2021p. And yeah, that's as far as I am right now. And I've also got a bucket load of 2021 2p's. And apparently, according to a tour guide in the Royal Mint, going off Christopher Collector's video, the 2021 Britannia will be mint for circulation. Hopefully not too common either. Hopefully, because it's a £2 coin. Hopefully it'll be another low mintage year, so we can get some more interesting coins that are worth keeping. I mean, well, obviously there'll be one kept from the first one we see if it does go into circulation, if it's not just rumours of that. So yeah, enough blabbering on about that 2021 Britannia. But we've got this, a 2019 Alphabet 10p. It is an X. For X marks the spot. But yeah, as I was saying, for that's an absolute beauty. It's really rare. Under 100,000. Don't know if it's one of them in the 60 somethings, but it's definitely got a mintage at 88,000. But hopefully, the tour guide was right, and the 2021 will go into circulation. And I think a lot of us will hold on to at least one, even if they are common. Anyways, but I did something I haven't done in a long time. I've bought a coin, but I haven't got a single coin from Ireland, not even the euros. I don't have that many euro coins. Got some from Germany, I've got one from Finland, got a couple of Italian and a couple of French. I need to go to the toilet, so BRB. But as I was saying, I purchased a coin. It's my first coin from Ireland. It's from 1990, so it was pre-Euroization, I guess I've got to call it. It is a £1 coin, which is known as a punt in Ireland. Well, what's known? It's a red deer design, and as you can see, at the bottom it says £1. And the design was by Tom Ryan, so in this little package thing, it does give us a lot of information. It's in a shop self put. I think it's called Sutton Arcade. I'll figure it out, and if I remember, I'll put it at the end of this video. Figure out the mintages, and hopefully I'll remember to put them in. So yeah, that is what I've got. But let's move on to something that will not be minted for circulation. Oh, and before I forget, just got to get them into this money box. It's not a pot anymore, because it never was a pot. It's just like same pot. Right. These will be added to my collection officially now. But this, I'm not sure what to do with this, because I'll want to keep it with this packaging, so we'll figure it out another time. I'll probably just put it in there for now, where some of my other coins are. Right, let's put these in. Got a lot of luck, especially with the shinies. Don't usually keep shiny ones, but I did that time. And but the find of the trip was this, by a long shot. But this will be going elsewhere. I feel like this one's barely been mentioned, except from one bloomin' thingio. There's the silver proof. There's the packaging. But let's go back. 2021 of them. They're out of stock. Oh yeah, I've got I want to get the bunk though. You can see how bad I am sometimes. Well, maybe this is Westminster collection of the Royal Mint version. So here we are. We've got the bunk, the one I wanted. That was a bit dodgy. So there's the bunk packaging, at least. Without the colour, I think that design would be awful looking, to be honest. I mean, it still doesn't look great. Sorry, whoever designed it. Gary Breeze it was, but this coin, no. Slightly forgotten about, but probably because the design isn't that great. I'm not feeling this one, I'm afraid. It's not as bad as... is it? It's just bland and boring looking. But is it worse than the Charles Babbage? Because I hate that one a lot. There's too much going on. But this one's too minimalist. The complete opposite. There's the obverse, the same as always. I'm not feeling this one, I'm sorry. Then there's the back pages. There's like one thing to mention. On the 25th of April 1915, as part of a strategy intended to eliminate Ottoman Turkey from the First World War, Ottoman Empire obviously, the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, ANZAC, landed on that peninsula, causing 5,000 casualties in the process. Along with the British 29th Division at that Cape thing, they were unable to advance, which resulted in months of trench warfare, facing determined resistance, mounting casualties, and almost unendurable conditions. The campaign ended in disastrous defeat. According to the Anzacs, left a powerful legacy. And the rest of it. It's just the name liveth for everyone. Liveth forevermore. During both World Wars, people came across the globe answered Britain's call to arms. The Remembrance Day 2021 UK £5 coin honours the contribution of soldiers, sailors, airmen, nurses, labourers and other people who helped in the war from Britain's Empire and Commonwealth who worked, fought and died during these conflicts. While colonialism was bad, you know, gotta thank them, even though they're pretty much all dead now. Imperialism and inequality. Forbidden to carry arms by the white South African government, Black recruits from this part of the British Empire were among those who served as labourers during the First World War. At the insistence of the government, they were racially segregated from war and forced to live in closed compounds because racism was a massive problem back then. Still is, but not as massive as it was then. Similarly, the men of the British West Indies Regiment were not allowed to fight either, and also and were not allowed to fight with white soldiers, and found themselves almost exclusively confined to support roles on the Western Front. Fighting fascism was pretty much what it was. Unlike the British Army and the Royal Navy, who were slow to welcome back black volunteers in their ranks, the Royal Air Force went on a huge recruiting drive during the Second World War. Thousands of black volunteers from Britain's imperial territories did actually join because racism, things about racism improved. And now I have to reload the page, not the Westminster one. The Royal Mint. Go back to this. And go back to that. Remove that slide, and I'll be able to remove that slide. Yep, there's some future episodes. Insulin and the Snowman. No, not Insulin now. Not Insulin now. Remembrance Day now. Even though that design is 10 times better, but I will give my actual opinion on it soon enough. So yep, black people did join in the Second World War, so things had improved slightly, as pilots, navigators, gunners, wireless operations, and flight engineers. Honouring the fallen. During the First World War, a British Red Cross led by whoever that is, I think it's, I can't read that, something where, began recording the locations of makeshift graves. The need to establish formal cemeteries to permanently honour the British and Empire war dead resulted in the foundation of the Imperial War Graves Commission in 1917. Eminent architects were selected to design its cemeteries and memorials, while writer Rudyard Kipling was chosen to recommend inscriptions. Known today as the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, or the CWGC, the organisation continues to tend the war graves and the memorials in its care across the world. I wonder if it's still housing war veterans today. Well, obviously it's housing them for World War I, but I wonder if other wars going on now even. Just as they had during the First World War, Indian forces served with distinction in the Second World War. Mule Transport Company supported the British Expeditionary Forces in France, while pilots from the Indian Air Force flew the RAF. Underground, Indian troops served in Europe, Singapore and Malaya, which is now part of Malaysia, Hong Kong, the Middle East, and in North and East Africa, as well as the hard-fought campaign to retake Burma, known as Myanmar, in Southeast Asia. And yeah, so that's pretty much some things to do with the actual war, but the actual design, I'm not feeling it, to be honest. It's not that great. It's such a shame. This looks a bit dodgy. And yeah, Steve Bruce is gone. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
That's a spice! You meet the ball. Ooh, it sets up Lucky Penny.